Since Michael Jordan stepped onto an NBA court for the first time in 1984, earning an outsized payday has been a layup. Across his 15 NBA seasons, he hauled in $94 million and was the league's highest paid player in 1997 and 1998. But it was off the court where Jordan put serious air between himself and every other athlete on the planet. He earned an estimated $2.4 billion pre-tax over his career with brands such as McDonald's, Gatorade, Hanes, and of course, Nike, where his most recent yearly royalty check was for some $260 million. Although Jordan had his biggest score in August when he sold his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets at an eye-watering $3 billion valuation. Even if he had sold at Forbes' most recent valuation, an estimated $1.7 billion in 2022, it would have been a coup for the 60-year-old Hall of Famer. Instead, the 27th most valuable franchise in the NBA traded hands for the second highest sale price in league history, and nearly 17 times its value when Jordan became principal owner in 2010. The prospect of a professional athlete becoming a billionaire is still highly irregular. Only 3 individuals have ever done it. Jordan was the first to achieve that milestone in 2014, and LeBron James and Tiger Woods have since followed, doing so while their careers are still active. With sports salaries skyrocketing and off-the-field opportunities growing, more are surely to follow, evidenced by the fact that 7 athletes, by Forbes' count, have already notched $1 billion in career earnings before taxes, spending, and agents' fees. Still, joining the 3 Comma Club requires a perfect storm of favorable circumstances. Or as Mark Cuban, billionaire owner of the Dallas Mavericks, puts it, athletes need to get really lucky. But that seems hardly the case for Jordan, who had success as soon as he entered the NBA. When the first Air Jordan sneaker was released during the tail end of his rookie season in 1985, Nike reportedly expected to sell $3 million worth of merchandise. 2 months later, the brand had $70 million in sales and $100 million by the end of the year, according to a 2023 study from Temple University. Jordan had signed on for 5 years initially, earning $500,000 annually plus royalties. In its latest annual report, Nike reported $6.6 billion in annual wholesale revenue for the Jordan brand, up 28.6% from the year prior. And Nike wasn't the only brand capitalizing on MJ's talent and charisma. But shortly after his second retirement from the NBA in 1998, Jordan started to transition away from life as a celebrity pitchman. According to ESPN, he made unsuccessful bids to buy the Hornets and the Milwaukee Bucks. Jordan eventually joined an ownership group led by billionaire Ted Leonsis that bought the NHL's Washington Capitals and 44% of the Washington Wizards, and he assumed the role of president of basketball operations for the NBA club. Jordan's 2-season return to the court meant divesting his ownership stake, and when he retired for a third and final time in 2003, he didn't wait too long to buy another team. Jordan purchased a minority stake in the Charlotte Bobcats in 2006, and 4 years later became the NBA's first player-turned-majority owner in a deal that valued the franchise at $175 million, a considerable drop from the initial $300 million BET founder Robert Johnson paid for the expansion team. Despite his ultra-competitive nature, success on the court never followed for Jordan's Hornets, losing in the first round of the NBA playoffs 3 times in the past 13 years. That didn't stop Jordan from riding a wave of rapidly appreciating sports franchises, though. In 2019, he sold 20% of the team at a $1.5 billion valuation. The Hornets eventually sold for double that price when Jordan ceded majority control to Gabe Plotkin and another hedge fund founder, Rick Schnall, 2 months ago. Jordan retained a small stake in the Hornets, which will keep him connected to basketball while he searches for his next business venture. Over the years, he's dabbled in other businesses, including car dealerships, restaurants, a premium tequila brand, and more recently, equity investments. For his next challenge, Jordan's NASCAR team could occupy a larger place in his business life. In 2020, he co-founded Cup Series team 23XI Racing with Joe Gibbs Racing driver Denny Hamlin.